Welcome to Marsha's Kitchen. I came over today to teach her how to plant microgreens. Why would anyone want to plant microgreens? Well, I really miss my garden in the wintertime, and I really want to plant something green. And microgreens are the perfect thing. Microgreens are the first shoots from small seeds. They contain very high protein because if you think about it, being the first shoot out from the seed, they're closest to seed form. In addition, they have a lot of vitamins and nutrients, and I am going to bet my bank on the fact that there's a lot of nutrients that aren't even discovered in microgreens yet that might turn out to be truly good for us. This is a batch of microgreens that I planted about 2 weeks ago, and they're actually a little bit past prime, but I wanted to show you what it looked like when you should start to take your microgreens down. So right now I'm going to break off a little piece. This is how you would harvest them. I'll break off a couple pieces as a matter of fact. And we're going to run them under some water right over here at the sink. And we're going to taste them. The last thing about microgreens you should know is that they are incredibly tender and very delicious. Now we're going to learn how to plant microgreens. This is what we're after right here, these lovely little tender nutrient-rich shoots. So I've taken some organic garden soil and placed it inside a container that has some good drainage. Later I'll put a bottom underneath it to catch the water as we water our microgreens. So you just want to take the top of the soil and scratch it away on half of the microgreen container. And then you want to take your seeds. You want to choose a seed that has a good flavor and that sprouts very quickly and is easy to grow. Any of these here would be great candidates. Peas, sunflowers, red winter kale. I did sunflowers and that's what these are over here. So today I'm going to plant red winter kale. So I'm going to sprinkle the seeds into my hand. And you're going to sprinkle the seeds over the soil. Come a little closer to see. You want to sprinkle pretty thickly because you want a lot of microgreens here. Remember, they're going to sprout and then you're going to pick them and eat them right away. You take the soil that's pushed to one side and replace it over the top. Then you push away the soil on this side and perform the same stunt on this side of the pot. In about 3 days, you'll start to see little shoots sprout up, and it's absolutely amazing. By the afternoon of the morning they've sprouted, they're about this high, and as soon as they have 2 leaves, they're ready for you to snip off and eat. They're absolutely delicious and a nutritional powerhouse. So what are you going to do with your very nutritious, delicious microgreens? They make a great salad all on their own. I would throw these guys on a plate with a couple walnuts, a little blue cheese, a drizzle of olive oil, some salt, and I'm good to go for lunch. Talk about nutrition. So after our greens here sprout and come up and you snip them off, don't get rid of your pot because some seeds sprout a little bit later than others. What I have found is after the seeds come up and I get my first cutting, I let the container sit, and after 3 or 4 days, I have another cutting that's ready and good to go. And what I end up doing is planting every 5 to 7 days so I have a constant supply during the winter. And the really funny thing that I did not foresee happening when I started planting microgreens is I leave them on the counter in my kitchen. They're absolutely beautiful there. And my kids come by, snip off a piece, and have an instant, really healthy snack. Now, what's wrong with that? Happy planting. It's so easy, no one could mess this up.